Let's get set up with Getimg.ai. Getimg.ai is using the Flux model generator, so it creates great images for us. Unfortunately, n8n doesn't have a native node with which to connect to Flux, but using an HTTP node and the Getimg.ai, we can connect up to this very powerful image generating tool very, very simply. Let me walk you through exactly how to do it. So I'll put the steps right here on the canvas. First of all, you're going to head over to Getimg.ai. You're going to create a free account and log in. Once you've done that, you'll be taken through to the dashboard. So let's tick this off that we've done that. We'll go through to the API dashboard and click through to the documentation. And what we're looking for is the Flux text, the Flux model, how to connect up the Flux model. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to pop over here. I'm inside my dashboard and I'm going to come through to documentation. Now we want to come down here to models and we want to click into text to image. And now what we want to do is just configure these very quickly because it's going to build the curl for us. And we can just import this curl and configure our HTTP node in n8n very, very simply. So this will be the prompt. If I click into this, we can just gives us the option here to use a sample prompt, and you can see here it's added the prompt into the JSON of the curl here. So there's the prompt. We'll map that in n8n. You can, if you want to, set your width and height of your image. We'll leave this blank, but you can manipulate that if you choose. Steps, this defaults to 4. Let's leave it at default. And then output here, I'm going to output this to JPEG, and the response format, I want it as a URL of the image. We can get a base 64, but it's simpler to work with URLs, especially if you're a non-techie. So I've set up those basic credentials. That's all we need. And you can see here it's built the curl for us. We have everything that we want. So if we come back over to our canvas here, we have clicked into Flux and we have completed the body parameters. So what's next? What do we have to do next? Well, we've got to drag an HTML node onto the canvas. So I have a pre-configured one here, but let's grab a brand new one. We'll do it together. So I'm pulling that onto the canvas. Let's just disconnect it because we're keeping it simple here. So we've dragged it onto the node and now we want to import the curl. So let's go back over to here and I'm just going to copy this curl right here. I'm going to copy this code, come back over to here, open our brand new HTTP node, click on import curl, and I'm just going to paste this in and import it. And it has configured our node for us. Everything that we want is configured in here right now. What's missing, though, is our credentials. So let's go ahead and get that. But let's tick off that we've done this job. But now we need to get an API key. So let's head back over to our dashboard, and we're going to click into the API section here. So I'm just going to hit the back key here so I can go back to my dashboard. I'm in the dashboard. I'm going to come down to API keys here. You're going to go ahead and create a new API key. Let's actually create a new API key right here. So let's just call this a tutorial and I'll create the API key and there it is. So I am going to copy that and I'm actually just going to save it back here. Why don't I put it right here into my notes here so that it is available for me when I need it a little bit later. Let's just drag this over so we can see what we're doing. Oh, it's quite long. We'll get it in a moment. So we've got our API. We've got our API key, and now we need to go and create a credential for this. So the simplest way I'd like to do this is, let's actually see how to do it. So if we go back over to our dashboard here, and we've got that. Let's come back into documentation. And now that we're in documentation, let's look at authentication. And if we click into authentication, we can see here that it is a simple header auth. We need to use authorization and bearer and the key, which is the API key we've just been given. So this is a header auth. There it is, authorization header. So let's go and copy authorization here, just up to before the colon. We're going to go back over to here. We'll click into our node. Authentication, we're going to use a generic credential. We're going to use a header auth. Okay, and we are going to create a new credential here. And this will just paste in here authorization. That's what we're after. We're going to come back here and now we need bearer and the space, very important. We need bearer and the space. So we'll come back here, paste in bearer and the space. And then we're now going to need our API key that we just got. So I am going to just save the progress we've made so far, come out of this, just so I can grab the key. There's the key. Everything is in one place. Come back into here, and we were still editing this authorization. So we needed to type in here. I'm just going to do this from scratch again. Space. Hopefully I've spelled that correctly. If we click into expression here, we actually should be able to see it. So there's bearer key. A good thing I checked it because I had a spelling mistake, as is my normal situation. So there it is. If we, let's just change this now to get image, and let's call it TUT, so we know which authentication this is, which credential this is. So we've saved that now. And now here we go. We have our header auth already configured, so which means we don't need to be sending the headers over. So I can turn off headers, I believe. And here is our prompt. Now we will map the prompt in here when you put it into the workflow where this belongs, but we can just use this one as at the moment. So let's test this and see what we get. And there we go. We have our URL. And if we go and visit this URL now, let's have a quick look at this URL. I'll put this into a new tab. We'll have a look at this. And there we go. We have a great image of an astronaut riding a horse, a rather bizarre image, but nonetheless. And that is how you can connect up your credentials to Getimg, how you can connect n8n to Getimg and create great images without having to rely solely on some of the image generators native to n8n. So the last things to do would be to map in your prompt. So here for the prompt, this section here, you would swap this over to expression and you would drag in the prompt probably from a previous node in a pre-existing workflow. So that the prompt would come in on the fly dynamically. So we've done that, and then we will connect it into the workflow. Enjoy making fantastic images. You are not limited to DALL-E 3, and you can use Getimg to get fantastic images.